White knuckle action all the way to the end right there, Dave.
I'm telling you, what a show. You know what this is? This is the fastest motorcycle TV on the air anywhere. That's what it is.
Ride. Right? Thank you. God bless. God bless America. God bless. Oh, get out of here.
Thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride TV, the longest running biker TV show in the world. This week, it's a look back at Thunder by the Bay, Sarasota, benefiting Suncoast Charities for Children. Lucy Nicandri fills us in on what it's all about and how it helps her community. This year's event is February 19th through the 21st and will include Chopper Town Live with over 50 chopper builders. So, we'll give you a Chopper Town update as well. All this and more here on Born to Ride.
Born to Ride is sponsored in part by Rubenstein Law, 1-800-FL-LEGAL, representing riders since 1988. Offices throughout Florida, 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
The Harley has brought myself and my son to another connection. I mean, we're connected and we do everything together. But now we can actually leave what we do in everyday life when we get on our bikes and hit the open road and go to new places and new journeys.
We get to feel the weather changing, go high in elevation, low in elevation, be able to have our minds to ourselves for a couple hours.
You teach your kids, and you get out, you adventure, live life to the fullest. I'm a highwayman, going to new places and finding things and just loving it. It's the American tradition, the iron, the metal, the thunder, the old West. Cold out here. I know it's cold, man. Just suck it up. We're almost there. Just think about where we are. I'd rather be here than anywhere else. From open roads, highways, trees, desert. Each mile you add on, it's look at that, look at that. It's an adventure every second.
Rain, shine, snow. He doesn't wait till it warms up. He keeps riding.
On the Harley, it almost like you have to go. It's calling you to go. You get on the bike, you feel the power, and you feel the air, and you're gone, and you might not come back for a while. To me, that's the spirit of Harley. Hitting the road and just feeling it.
Doesn't fit me though.
Yeah, it does. If you have any sense of adventure in your heart and soul, get on the open road and find it. You're gonna find your freedom. I've been in my helmet, I can't tell you how many times, smiling and actually laughing out loud, enjoying what's going on around me. You do feel it, it does enter you, it takes over your whole spirit. You just kind of want to go, yes!
The stars are shining bright at Crystal Harley-Davidson. Jeff, Bo, and Craig are the Hog Stars. They're offering top dollar for your trade-in. Push it, pull it, drag it, drive it, motorcycles, old cars, trucks, boats, side-by-sides, and more. The Hog Stars are ready to get you riding your new 2021 Harley-Davidson in stock in our showroom now. Ask for the Hog Stars to get the most for your trade. Go to crystalharley.com to find out more.
Boy, Dave, I'll tell you what, you talk about starting off with some fast-moving action.
No kidding. Yeah. That was the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the TT races, they call them. It stands for Tourist Trophy.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, when my Rottweiler she was watching, she got up and left. It scared her so bad.
It's frightening.
She left the room, Dave.
It's like the most dangerous motorcycle racing in the world, right through the streets. Yeah, in England. And they've been doing this since like 1907.
Yeah.
So it's a long time. We're going to have more from the Isle of Man white knuckle thrills in just a few minutes, friends. Welcome, by the way.
White, Dave, they're still white.
Yeah. Welcome to Born to Ride Live. That's Flash Man. I'm Dave Nichols, and we have some great stuff coming up. We're going to talk about Thunder by the Bay.
Can't wait for that, Dave. I cannot wait. Listen, if it was anything like the Mega Bash last weekend, whoo! I'm going to tell you, you guys are going to be in for one hell of a treat.
Also, how about that cool piece of the classic Harley piece with the father and son? That was pretty great footage.
I love that kind of stuff, Dave. I love that stuff.
Yes, sir. Well, Debbie Galetti's going to be on in just a minute. She's going to talk to Lucy Nicandri of Suncoast Charities for Children. They put on this event every year. And
you've got some explaining to do?
You will learn more about Thunder by the Bay. And we have special stuff coming later in the show about this year's event on February 19th to the 21st. So stay tuned.
Folks, this is a white knuckle show, so just grab onto something and hold on. And Dave, what do you say we get into this first segment?
Let's do it.
Here we go.
it's Trace Atkins. One reason I'm excited about the High Seas Rally is their commitment to supporting our military and first responders. I'm proud to be helping High Seas Rally's Salute to Service mission, raising money for Wounded Warrior Project, and celebrating our heroes on the front lines. I'll see you in October 2021.
That's the deal I was born to ride.
Hey, it's Debbie with Born to Ride TV, and this is Thunder by the Bay 2020. That's right, this event has a great vision this year, 2020, get it? We're going to talk to Lucy Nicandri. She is the festival director that has been doing this for 22 years, and Lucy will tell you everything that's going on here and why this is such a successful event every year. Stay tuned, it's all coming up. Lucy, where are you? Thunder by the Bay, Music and Motorcycle Festival 2020, and Lucy Nicandri, welcome, the festival director for 22 years, Lucy.
Yes, I am. I'm old, Debbie. I'm old. 22 years. Can you believe it?
It's great. It's really great. But this is, I was saying to someone, this is like a family reunion every year.
It really is. You know, we've got a tremendous group of volunteers that have been with us for 22 years and sponsors like Born to Ride. I remember the first year. Remember, Debbie?
Yes.
It was Born to Ride, Roster's Harley-Davidson. You've been there since year one. But between the volunteers, the sponsors, and the people that come out to this every year, it means a lot, not only to the charity, but to me as the promoter.
And the volunteers, let's take that for a moment. Oh my gosh, they come out by the groves. Beaner, Bob,
yes.
Bob from Haps, Rick Rossiter and his gang.
Yeah.
They've been here for years, and we all love it. We love seeing each other. It's like, oh, family reunion.
It is. You know, we've got bike show co-chairs. We've got the backstage manager. We've got parking. The Christian Motorcycle Association handles all our parking. Kevin, I got to give a shout out to Kevin Baylor, our vendor manager. Tommy Hauser, logistics. So many people that volunteer. They don't get paid to do this. And they know it's all for Suncoast Charities for Children, and that's what this is about. We rebranded, as you know, a few years ago to Music and Motorcycle Festival. We're still all about motorcycles, but we wanted to let people know, come on out, this is not just about motorcycles. We've got 11 bands, live entertainment, there's freestyle acts, there's something for everyone, and that's why we want the entire family to come out and enjoy Thunder by the Bay. We've got people that have come out, put their lawn chairs. We've got camping going on, which was a nice addition moving to the fairgrounds. Now we have over 50 campers this year. Our vendor count increases every year to the point we have to cut it off because of space. But this is a perfect location. I want to give the Sarasota Fairgrounds a shout out to Rory and his staff for finding us a home that we could grow in and really keep growing for years to come.
And you've done a great job, and logistics-wise, your growth has not been painful. You've done a great job every year, little by little. And let's talk about the entertainment. My gosh, you brought in the circus motorcycle group.
Cycle Circus Live, yes. Jason Rowe, BMX, and Flat Out Freestyle. You know what I call them, Debbie? I call them my zippy-doo guys. They're zippy-doos because they're doing flips and jumps. We've got a burnout contest both days.
Everyone loves the burnout.
Loves the burnout contest.
Seeing all that smoke roar across a bike event.
You know, and I got to say, too, we got smart on a lot of things that we reworked. And I got to thank Born to Ride. You know, when we were doing our bike show, we discovered cash and trophies helps be a bigger draw, thanks to Born to Ride. As we developed our music, we listened to our sponsors. We listened to people that attended the event. And with their input, we like to try to change things year to year and make it better because things change and we want to keep improving ourselves.
All right, we'll be back with more of a great interview with Lucy Nicandri, Thunder by the Bay, Music and Motorcycles. Stay tuned, we got more for you. We're back with more Lucy Nicandri. You know, vendors make such a big contribution to a show. You got to thank the vendors. They pack up, they drive out, they sometimes incur expenses for hotels in the areas. They set up, they stay out all day, you know, and they're like the mailman, rain, snow, or sleet.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
You do a very nice job being so thankful to the vendors. Look at the VIP tent you put together.
Well, I personally, before the festival is over, try to get to every vendor tent, say thank you. It takes 1 minute. And, you know, to me, that's important. Thank our volunteers. We do a big thank you party afterwards for our volunteers. But I think the vendors appreciate that because, like you said, there's a lot of money they have to put forth. A lot of them are on the road, going from show to show. And I get that. And, again, listen to their input so we can make it. We never used to have a signed vendor booth, you know, years ago. Now we do. And we want to keep them happy and coming back. You mentioned the economic impact, $7 million last year into the economy here. Suncoast Charities for Children, of course, for those that don't know who we are a funder, Suncoast Charities for Children is, to 5 local nonprofits serving children, teens, and adults with special needs. Northport, Venice, in the Sarasota area. Debbie, over the years, $1.7 million has been kicked back from just this event to those 5 agencies. And I got to tell a little story if I can.
Sure.
So our headliner this year is the band Warrant.
Yes.
Here's what impressed me about this band. They knew what the cause was behind it. They took time this morning, right after their sound check, to meet clients from the Haven, one of the agencies that we support. And we bussed the clients out. The band took time to shake their hand, get a photo with them, and to me, that meant a lot. Those guys did not have to do that, and all the bands have been great to work with.
Wow, that's awesome. When you first made the announcement that Warrant was going to be here, they were the first ones to post on social media. They were excited they were coming, and it was for a great cause.
Yeah.
So that was a nice partnership right there.
It's a great partnership. So 11 bands, just a lot of fun and continuous live entertainment.
And the bike show, once again, going to pull that together this year, too.
We've got a Light Up the Night bike show, and then we've got a big 17 class bike show on Sunday, and we're going to see some really radical bikes here on display. I'm excited about that, and give out some great trophies and some cash prizes.
It's going to be over-the-top weekend. It always is, Lucy. Congratulations on another successful year. The gate just keeps opening and flooding in. Everyone's coming in. And let's talk about your food vendors this year. Everyone's raving about the food vendors.
Good. Well, we wanted to do a food court concept. In fairness to our food vendors, we try to limit it to one item. You know, we don't want duplication. And I think that, again, that's important to the vendors. But there's some people getting so creative on what they serve. This is our biggest food vendor turnout that we've had, and we want a variety. And for those people that are here for the day, Sonny's Barbecue, they're here doing a plated special where you can go hit your food trucks, and then if you want to have a fuller meal, you can sit down at the picnic table and enjoy some great Sonny's Barbecue.
I can enjoy some great Sonny's Barbecue.
Me too.
Well, Lucy, another fabulous year. Even the pets are having fun as well, too.
Yeah.
And it's a great family event, and Sarasota just really looks forward to this event every year, as well as the bikers around the community, too. So.
Well, and we're even good. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag a little bit. Next year, and I don't know if this is 100% going to happen, but we used to do the All Harley drags out at the track, remember?
Yes.
So we have a racetrack that's close by, a drag strip, and we're hoping maybe next year we can do a car/motorcycle event, tie it in with Thunder. You know, before this festival, we had a sporting clay tournament. We had a kickoff party. Oh, heck, we'll probably throw a golf tournament in there, too. But again, raising money for the great charity, Suncoast Charities for Children.org. Check us out.
She's always thinking ahead. This year she had some beefed up lawnmowers here. The Sarasota Ford had the F-150 showdown. My gosh, those doors were up here. So good job, Lucy.
And John Deere, we have the tractors out there.
Yeah,
that's great. But I want to say thanks again to all of our sponsors. Born to Ride, you've been phenomenal. Debbie, you and Ron, your team, our presenting sponsors, Rossiter's Harley Davidson and S&S Motorsports. And I want to give a shout out to our majors, United Rental, Everglades Equipment, which is John Deere, of course, Sarasota Ford, FCCI Insurance, Sonny's Barbecue, and Budweiser. We love our Budweiser.
Woo-hoo!
And our liquor sponsors as well, which is Republic National. So thank you.
Well, great job again this year, Lucy, 2020.
Yeah. Woo, Debbie.
Sometimes
I don't know.
The interviews are getting longer and longer because we have so much more to talk about. It's all good stuff. Great job. Congratulations.
Debbie, thank you. You've been awesome. Thanks, Debbie.
All right, good job. Lucy Nicandri, Festival Director for Suncoast Charities for Children. And Lucy gets like one day to take rest, and then she does this all over again for the boat races during the summer. Stay tuned. We got it all coming up here on Born to Ride. Thanks for joining us.
If Instagram is your thing, we're there. We're everywhere. Follow us at #Born to Ride Motorcycle Media, your #1 motorcycle resource.
Born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite. And that's the deal. I was born to
Dave, I tell you what, cannot wait for that High Seas Rally. That was a cool little piece with Trace Atkins, whom, by the way,
yes,
I, in my early radio career here in the Tampa Bay area, got to bring Trace Atkins on at the Big Sombrero, the old Tampa Stadium, which is now Raymond James, which is also where my Super Bowl-bound Tampa Bay Bucks will be playing on February the 7th.
Amazing.
See how it all ties in right there?
Ask me about the pirate flag.
And
go ahead.
They have this cool Buccaneer pirate flag. Dave, where did that come from? Do you know?
That is Captain Jack Rackham's pirate flag in real life. That was
Get
his,
out of here,
those were his
Dave.
colors.
I think you're pulling
way
my
back
leg.
in the day of piracy.
I think you're pulling my leg, Dave.
Oh, that be true. That be true.
Very
Also,
nice.
how about that Isle of Man footage? How about that?
I'm telling you right now, I'm still holding on. Still holding on tight and not letting go.
And we've got more of that coming up again in just a few minutes. But listen,
Tell me.
we're talking about Thunder by the Bay in this show, and we're looking forward, of course, to this year's. Next up, we're going to join the fine folks at Boss Hog Radio.
I love those guys. Thursdays right here on this same channel. Make sure you tune in 7 to 8.
That's right. Lucy is going to tell us about this year's Thunder by the Bay, and
she's got some splaining to do.
She's going to tell you all about it, where bikers do good for a good cause, my friends, and that's what it's all about.
Love it. Hey, folks, don't forget to be a part of our Facebook family. If you haven't already gotten into the whole Facebook thing with us, please do join our family. And don't forget borntoride.com as well. Has links to all of our other channels. Our Instagram, our YouTube channels are all there. So much content, we have to have multiple channels.
Did you know that on the YouTube, the Born to Ride YouTube channel, there are literally hundreds of motorcycle videos that you can watch? Yes, you there.
You? Me? Oh, what? What are
You
you saying
there.
to me, Dave?
Yes.
So seriously, check it all out. borntoride.com. So, Dave, what do you say we get on into some more of this white knuckle action on this show?
Yes, and Thunder by the Bay coming up.
There we go. We'll all having right here. Born to Ride live.
Tune in every Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m. on the Boss Hog Radio, a fast hour of good talk, good biker talk, what you really want to hear.
Thunder by the Bay, what is it, the 23rd?
23rd annual.
23rd annual, and we've got the executive director on the phone with us right now. It's Lucy Nicandri. What are people going to see? What is it all about? And what are they going to miss if they don't make it?
Well, you got to make it. That's the bottom line this year. You know, it's our 23rd annual, February 19th through the 21st at the Sarasota Fairgrounds. It's produced by Suncoast Charities for Children. All the money goes to help 6 local nonprofits serving special needs children, teens, and adults. And, you know, this year is going to be a little different. We are going to have some enhanced safety precautions for those that come to the festival, but the excitement is still going to be there. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got live music the entire weekend. We encourage people to bring their lawn chairs, their blankets. We've got our featured headliner is Molly Hatchett, 8 o'clock on Saturday, February 20th. And we've got some new things this year, too. We've got Choppertown Live, which I want to thank Born to Ride. Thank you, Ron and Debbie, for bringing that to the event this year. It's going to be something new and exciting. And I know on the show you're going to talk a little bit more about that. We're going to have a motorcycle stereo sound-off competition on Saturday. On Sunday, we've got a United We Ride America Strong charity ride. I want to mention this because this is going to take place. It's going to start at Rossiter's Harley-Davidson. Registration's 10 to 11:30. But the reason for this ride is to pay tribute to our veterans, our active duty military, and our first responders. And we felt that was so important this year. It's going to start at Rossiter's. It'll end at the fairgrounds where the festival's going to be. And all of this information is on thunderbythebay.org. $5 gate, 12 and under is free, and there's on-site camping available at the Sarasota Fairgrounds. So if you're into camping, we encourage you to make your reservation now. And it's just going to be a wonderful weekend for a great cause.
The United We Ride, I mean, that's really going to be good. We're encouraging everybody to be patriotic and support this ride. But also, Sunday, Rossiter's Harley-Davidson has put on their famous ride-in bike show, which is always a showstopper. And talk a little bit about that. It's like 17 classes?
It's a 17-class bike show. And, Ron, we're not only giving trophies, we're giving cash prizes to first and second place. We also have a trophy for Best of Show, Most Patriotic. The new this year to the show is going to be a People's Choice Award as well. So, again, we want to encourage people to go to the website. You can see all the different classes that are going to be part of the 17-class bike show. I want to thank Scott Kessler and Rossiter's Harley-Davidson, Haps Honda. They are the co-sponsors of that bike show on Sunday. And, it's been a tradition. And every year it keeps getting better and better. So, please, we hope people come down. You can do the charity ride in the morning, the bike show in the afternoon. And I did also, Ron and Debbie, I wanted to mention the music this year. On Friday, we are actually having our kickoff party at the fairgrounds. The fairgrounds is still going to be open to the general public, but we've got Nobody's Fool and the Tucci Group performing. And then on Saturday, we've got Twinkle, One Night Rodeo, and Maiden Cane, which is opening up, of course, for Molly Hatchet. And then Sunday, the Lost Boys and the Greg Billings Band. So we're excited. There's going to be a dealer day at Rossiter's on Saturday as well. And the first 200 guests are going to get a free gift. So we're excited, and I think people are just ready to get out and ride and enjoy the outdoors and have a good time.
Oh, for sure. And
what better roads to
there's
ride
going to be a nonstop entertainment, music, and everything. But you always have some of the greatest vendors that are always there and friendly, and they have such diversity in what they sell. Are there still time to get vendors in? If they hear this, can they call and still get a spot maybe?
Absolutely. We are sold out right now on food vendors, but any other type of vendor, we would love them to reach out. You can call 941-706-3795, or you can email us through the festival website, which is thunderbythebay.org. We certainly would love to have the vendors participate. We have a few more spaces available. The turnout so far has been great for that. And, the one thing that I want to mention, and you've been with us since year one, over the past 22 years, this festival has raised over $1.9 million for charity.
Wow.
And that says a lot. And we just can't thank you enough. Rossiter's Harley-Davidson was there with us for the very first year. Our presenting sponsors this year are Rossiter's Harley-Davidson and S&S Motorsports. And then our major sponsors, I want to mention, are Budweiser, of course, Sonny's Barbecue, Sarasota Ford, Whitmer Linehan Law Firm, FCCI Insurance Group, Everglades Equipment, and United Rentals. So we want to thank them. And, of course, Born to Ride is a major media sponsor. So we're excited. It's only a few weeks away.
It's always a great time. Sarasota is just such a wonderful place to visit and ride around. And you got the beaches and the bridges, and you can go south or north or, just go down the beach line. But now, on Friday the 5th, you're having a special day, too, and that's a sporting clay tournament for all those sharpshooters out there, or shooters who think they can shoot. What's going on with that? That's pretty interesting.
We do. Friday, February 5th is our 7th annual Sporting Clay Tournament. It's $500 for a team, $125 if you're an individual player. We've got trophies that we're going to be awarding, and that entry fee includes breakfast and lunch after the tournament. So it's a lot of fun. Even if you've never shot before, it's such a fun day. You can again get all the information on the website. We still have some openings, and we would love to have some people come down and join us. It's going to be a fun day. Yeah, that fee includes everything: your ammunition.
A cart?
You will get a gun. If you don't have your own gun, you get a golf cart. It is just a fun day out there. And something, again, new this year, we added into that Sporting Clay Tournament, we have a First Responders Trophy. So we have a little bit of competition going on between the police and the fire department right now. So if you're a first responder, that's a specific trophy, divisional trophy that we're going to award this year. But again, it's just a great day out there. And it's at Knights Trail Park, which is in Nokomis, Florida, just south of Sarasota. A lot of fun. Breakfast is from 9 to 10:30. Then you go out to the range, and then normally the teams will start coming in around 12:30. And it's great. We have a wonderful catered lunch by Sonny's Barbecue.
Yum.
And we're going to have beer and water, but that's going to be after the tournament.
Safety first.
Let's face it, this past year has been difficult on everybody. I don't care what industry you're in, what career field you're in. It was especially hard for the charities. Now, we were able to do some smaller events, but I have to tell you, Thunder by the Bay is so pivotable. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. For us to raise some money after the year we've been through, because as you can imagine, the requests that are coming in from these 6 agencies we support have been beyond anything we expected, and they need our help. And what's a little challenging sometimes is the public, with the coronavirus and the pandemic that happened, they don't fully understand how it's affected people with special needs and their families. And you have to remember, whether it's a child, teen, or adult with special needs, the primary focus that we try to work with them on is independence. Well, when you're in isolation and you can't see family members, you can't be going to classes or Special Olympics, you start to regress. So our goal this year is we did a needs assessment with all 6 agencies. We've identified the most critical need that they have, and that's where we are going to direct the funding from Thunder by the Bay this year. We have to. The need is out there, and a lot of times the special needs population gets forgotten. And I think that's an area that we want to emphasize, and we want to be really specific as to where the money is going. I'm going to use a perfect example. For instance, Special Olympics, we just took funding and set up a computer lab because a lot of their athletes and their families, they don't have computers. And that's their only way to communicate right now and to do learning and to stay stimulated with skills that they need. So that was big. Loveland Center, we just built a multi-sensory room that's going to be completed and finished probably in March. So it's things like that the money is staying local, and it's going to help so many people. So please come out, be generous. It's a $5 gate. And all the events that you come to, whether it be Sporting Clay or the festival or the bike show, is all going to go to the bottom line. So we really need the support.
That's awesome, Lucy. What about the economic impact that the bikers bring to the community? Because we get the money that you donate to the charities, but think about what it does to the local businesses and the economic impact that Sarasota receives from the biker community, because they come from all over the state and beyond.
Well, they do, and we all know the hit that the tourism industry has taken this year. So we do have a number of host hotels that are listed on our website, and I would encourage any listeners, please check those hotels out, because they are giving a room rebate back to the charity. They need to reserve their rooms fast, because those room blocks, I believe most of them are only good through the end of January. So please get on our website, check it out. And again, if you want to camp, the fairgrounds has plenty of camping spaces, and there's a camping form as well on our website.
Awesome. And how great is it to be working with someone like a real motorcycle guy, a real owner who owns a Harley shop but actually rides.
And loves to camp.
And loves to camp and party and have fun. It's just a real guy, but he's full of family. I mean, his whole family now is a part of the dealership. I'm talking about, Rick Rossiter and what he's done be a part of this. Remember the first time at the Polo Grounds? We were all together. But to have the local Harley-Davidson dealer a part of this from day one, how important is that?
Well, it's really important. And, one of the things Rick shared with me probably about a month ago, right before the holidays, I didn't realize they are one of the only family-owned dealerships left, which means a lot. And like you said, Ron and Debbie, they involve their whole family with the dealership. They have been extremely generous to the charity. They sell our official merchandise before Thunder at the dealership, and they have stuck with us. I mean, when you look at 23 years, we went through a recession. We had good times, not so good economic times, and they stuck with us the entire time. And that says a lot about loyalty to the cause and to them as a business owner. So we can't thank them enough. So all of our sponsors that are listed on our website, regardless of what level they're listed at, they all come together, and that's what really makes it a success year after year.
Yeah, it's really important to create those relationships that last. And Rossiter's Harley-Davidson, they're supporting their community as you are, and they're putting back into the community by supporting this. So don't forget their Sunday bike show that they're having. 17 classes. It's always a showstopper. The sound-off competition, is that with Corey Souza? Is he doing that?
He is doing that. Now, I have to say, don't laugh, I have never experienced one of these sound-off competitions. But I've heard that there are a lot of people already registering to enter to be a part of this, and I'm excited to see it. I am so excited to see it. Scott Kessler with Rossiter's Harley-Davidson is working with Corey Souza, and I want to acknowledge Mad Mark's stereo sound. They install stereo systems, cars, motorcycles, whatever. They are going to be one of the sponsors for this, and I'm excited to see it. I can't wait for it.
Well,
wait. Correction, you're excited to hear it.
And you will. It'll shake your eardrums inside in your brain. But that's what's so...
It's one of the ones you feel your heart thumping when they ride down the road.
It's almost artistic. But Corey Souza is a great bike builder for anyone who doesn't know. He's internationally known, and he is a hamster, part of the Hamster Motorcycle Club, which is a very elite respected motorcycle riding club that's well known to have high-end bike builders. And it's exciting that you have so much going on. Now let's go back to the United We Will Ride.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with more of Born to Ride Radio on the Boss Hog Radio Network.
Treasure Coast Harley-Davidson presents Treasure Fest, February 5th through the 7th in Stuart, Florida, featuring free concerts with Saving Abel and Nova Rex, the Ives Brothers Wall of Death, a tattoo expo, bike shows both Saturday and Sunday, lots of vendors, strip club choppers. See the 2021 Harley-Davidson models on site. Remember, that's Treasure Fest at Treasure Coast Harley-Davidson, February 5th through the 7th with free concerts. For additional information, visit treasurecoasthd.com.
Tis Born to Ride Live. You know, Dave, what I ponder upon after we close the show every week.
Yes.
I like to know where everybody's watching from. So we would love to hear from you. Chime in. Let us know where you're watching from. Just type it in right there at the bottom of the thing right there. let us know where you're watching from, because we would like to know, because we're inquiring minds here at Born to Ride.
Absolutely. And we would love to see your motorcycles. Show us pictures of your bike.
Well, how can I do that, Dave?
Well, there's a couple of ways. You can go to our Born to Ride Facebook group.
All right.
And you can show us pictures of your bike. You might just get your bike in Born to Ride magazine.
Really?
You never know.
Well, what if I wanted a little bit more personal way to do that? Maybe, just get it right to the editor.
Then just send me pictures at editor at borntoride.com. That's all you got to do.
Is that it?
That's all you got to do.
Why does that seem so simple to me, Dave? What's the catch?
There's no catch.
No catch.
Nothing. Just send me pictures of your bike. We might put it in the magazine. It's all.
Give me that email one more time so I can write it down here real quick.
It's editor
at
borntoride.com.
All right. I like your professional disc jockey voice there. That's nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Reminds me of our old buddy Shadow Stevens.
Yeah, Shadow Stevens. Everything in audio, video, TV, and tape.
Right on. Hey, what do we got coming up here, buddy?
I'm going to tell you, we've got Eric Runyon, a brilliant photographer that is our Born to Ride ace photographer. He is going to come on to Boss Hog Radio in just a minute, and he's going to tell us about Chopper Town Live. Now, if you don't know what this is about, during Thunder by the Bay this year, February 19th to the 21st, there will be Chopper Town Live, the best live custom chopper show you have ever seen in your life, with dozens of the best custom chopper builders from around the South.
All right.
They'll be there to show off their bikes, and one lucky winner, the best of show chopper winner, is going to get a beautiful handmade frame by Paco, a beautiful custom-made, handmade by Mondo of Denver's Choppers Springer front end, gift certificate from Mid-USA Motorcycle Parts. It's just the hits keep on coming, man. So you got to be there for that.
You got to, Dave. Listen, I'm really excited. What do you say? What do you say we jump right into the segment?
You want to?
I want to.
Let's do it. Oh, and watch for more Isle of Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
White knuckle action right here on Born to Ride Live. Here we go. Hold on, everyone.
Chopper Town Live. That's going to be the first appearance at Thunder by the Bay.
Yeah, speaking of that, we have Eric Runyon on the phone. He's going to give us a full new update with everything, all the updates that's going on for Chopper Town.
You there, Eric?
Hey, I'm here.
Welcome to the show.
You know, Eric, I know you've been working real hard and networking with so many talented kind of superstar builders that really don't think they're superstars because they're just down-to-earth guys. And that's what's so cool about it.
It's the guys that have a passion for the lifestyle and for motorcycles and choppers themselves. So we have everybody coming to Chopper Town that are, maybe they're not necessarily builders. Maybe they're guys that bought a $2,000 Sporty and they're buying their parts from TC Brothers, which is going to be a big part of the show. So, we have those guys, and then we have the guys that have the big garages and have names known throughout the world. We've got a considerable amount of choppers lined up since the last time we spoke. I think the last time we spoke, we were going on 25 to 30 choppers committed. And as of today, we have actually, as of a half hour ago, we got 51 choppers coming.
And that's for inside the building.
Mm-hmm.
That's for inside the building. That is for Chopper Town Live. That's for the Invitational. We have 51 choppers, and some of those guys are even bringing their extra bikes. And they have everything from classic knuckleheads and panheads and flatheads. And I've even got one guy bringing a boattail from the 70s. So we're going to have a section for those as well. So there is definitely going to be something for everyone. But I'll tell you what, man, pretty exciting announcement. We have a riding group of girls from North Carolina coming down. And this group of girls called the Chill Bunnies. It's a group of girls, a big group of girls. They were based out of North Carolina. They ride and they're totally immersed in the lifestyle. And the way that the Chill Bunnies came about, and I think we might have them on next week, but their boyfriends and husbands and guys that they're friends with, they've had a riding group forever called the Chillbillies. And they put on they put on events. They do camp outs. They do beach events. They're just a big group of guys that just love hanging out together. And these were their girls. Well, the girls were they liked the whole clique, the whole thing so much that they wanted to do their own thing. So the leader of the Chill Bunnies, her name's Danielle, she sat around and she's like, you know what? We're going to call ourselves the Chill Bunnies. And she made an Instagram page, and it just blew up. I mean, it just caught fire. And anybody as far as in the chopper community, I'd say the younger generation, maybe not the old leatherbacks, but, you know, they totally were on board. I mean, these girls, they're not only beautiful, but they ride, they wrench. They're not posers. They are a total part of the lifestyle. They are really into it to win it. So I touched base with them a couple of weeks ago just to see if they'd be interested in coming because, you know, we love our choppers. Us men love our choppers, but we all like women too, and we love women that are into the lifestyle. And that's not just a sexist thing. We just like including everybody. We like including everybody that has a passion for this. And when we meet people that are just women that are just totally immersed in this, it's even a bigger, it's just even a bigger plus. So these girls are going to come down from North Carolina. Rumor has it some of them are going to come from Texas, maybe even California. So they're not fooling around. I was talking to Danielle earlier today, and she says, you make the event happen, I'll bring the girls. So we got the Chill Bunnies coming. I asked the Midnight Cobras to come. That's another group out of Canada. And they really wanted to be there, but the border restrictions are so that they can't come down. So what they're going to do is they're going to send merchandise and all kinds of swag down to the Chill Bunnies, and some of the girls from the Chill Bunnies are going to represent the Midnight Cobras, and there will be merchandise there from the Midnight Cobras. So that's pretty exciting too.
That's awesome. So, now, Eric, this is Thunder by the Bay, the 23rd annual Thunder by the Bay. We just had Lucy on earlier, but they've opened their arms to us to help us make this happen. How does that make you feel?
Well, it was pretty awesome when you and I had a meeting with Lucy and the other event organizers a couple of weeks ago. And, we had some plans already set in place, and we thought we knew what we were going to do, and we were happy with that. And they called us up and said, hey, we've got a plan B for you. Come on down. We want to show you what we're thinking. So, you keep your fingers crossed and hope everything's going to go okay. And you and I went down there, and they just basically opened up this 11,000 square foot building for us right in the middle of everything. Huge open building, and we're gonna fill it, man. We're gonna fill it with choppers, vintage bikes. We're gonna have a really unique set of vendors. I'm encouraging all the chopper builders to bring down, their booths, their swag, the stuff that they sell, to make it more, literally a chopper town. So it's been really an awesome experience to work with Lucy and the rest of the people from Thunder by the Bay. It's awesome. So we will talk about Saturday. We've got the 10 class open chopper show where anybody can come down. So we've got something for everybody. Like I said, if you have a chopper, bring it on down. We got some really exciting news that I was told today is that we have a sponsor for that show. All Steel Buildings is going to step up to the plate and really turn the notch up on this ride-in show, and every first place winner from every category is going to get $100 cash. Ooh. So it's not going to be a show where you ride in and you get a $5 plaque. If you win, you're going to go home with $100. So you know what? it's a good thing. It's going to be a good 3 or 4 hours well spent if you want to bring your chopper down, show it off, and get paid for it. Best of Show gets that same $100, but then they also get a $150 gift card from Mid-USA.
And that's a great place to buy parts. So
yeah, man, there's no chump change there, man. We're pulling out all the stops. So we've got this really awesome show. We didn't want to compete with what roster was going on Sundays. We kind of wanted to make it unique and to Chopper Town Live. So I think we did a really good job of that, and I'm really hoping that there's going to be a big turnout for it because, it's going to be really cool. I mean, I can't wait.
Tell us about some of the builders or builders that are going to be there.
Honestly, there's not one builder that I've known from my career, especially in the Southeast, that's not going to be there. But we have Bill Dodge's bike is going to be there. The bike he built just before he was in that horrible accident. Of course, he said he would try to be there, but he's not going to promise. I would expect him not to be there, and if he is there, that would be great. But we're not going to push that issue. But his bike is going to be there, and that bike's name is Pandemic. It's a beautiful panhead. And that said, the Builder's Choice Award on Sunday is called the Bill Dodge Award of Excellence. So if he can't be there personally, he's going to be there in spirit. But besides that bike, possibly Bill Dodge, we're going to have Brian Batira from Batira Metalworks. He's a world-class builder, has won international shows. I talked to my buddy Eric over at FNA, and he is so busy. I know it was hard for him to commit to come down for a full weekend because it's all hands on deck for him. But he said he's going to try to at least get one of his bikes or two of his bikes down there, and his bikes are really well known. The Glen Ferry is legendary, and so he's going to be there. We've got Jared Weems. He's coming for sure. And, everybody's by now has heard that Jared's built this incredible Triumph David Mann bike from the David Mann painting called Doggone Hot Dogs. And he's doing some great things with that bike. He got such a great reception that he decided he was going to build the second David Mann chopper ever painted in one of his, ever put in one of his paintings. And actually, consequently, it was in, I think, one of the very first illustrations that Easy Rider ever put out of David Mann's, and it was called the Hollywood Run. That's the bike. That's the build. There's a. You know what? The bike is pretty small in the background. It's not really visible. If you're a true Triumph lover like he is, you'd catch it right away. But this thing is beautiful. It is awesome. It's about 3/4 of the way done. And it's just going to blow people's minds. Up from the Daytona area, we got Ron from Chop Docs. He's going to have one of his bikes here. We got Wendell Turner from Turner Cycle Shop. We have George from Good Looking Customs. He's up in Daytona. We have Mark Stevens up from Daytona. Drew from Freak Show Fab. We have Richard Ruck from right here in Riverview. He's building 4 world-class builds. I mean, he's built 3. He's working on the 4th one right now. His company's called It'll Ride Choppers. We have full-time builders to part-time builders. We've got a couple of first responders taking the weekend off to be part of Chopper Town. So we've got a fireman up in Orlando by the name of Matt Foster who's bringing down his bike. We've got a great builder in Orlando named Yogi. Yogi's Garage. He's coming on down with a couple of his bikes.
What about the guy from Jacksonville? Everybody's kind of hot on James.
We call him Fish, and his shop is called Alleyway Customs. He just kind of popped out up out of nowhere. Everybody's doing their thing, and all of a sudden a couple of shows pop up, and he's got a bunch of bikes at every show, and they're just showstoppers. I believe he's bringing 4 bikes.
These guys are coming together for Chopper Town, but there's also something in it for them. I mean, there's going to be $1,000 to the one winner. There's going to be a Paco frame and Denver's Choppers. We had Mondo on the show last week. Dave Nichols, how cool is it that Mondo actually is a part of this and has given a front end to Chopper Town? What is the impact on that?
Let me tell you about that. It's like having a rare piece of jewelry on a motorcycle that Mondo built, the Springer front end, that you can win by bringing your chopper and win the best of show at Chopper Town. And I'll tell you what, Mondo is one of maybe 5 or 6 bike builders in the country that is at the top of his game. He's been doing it over 50 years, and so is Paco. We're going to get a rigid frame from Paco and a Springer front end from Mondo, hand-built from Mondo, and give those away at Chopper Town Live. You can't beat that.
Well, here's how cool that is when I'm talking to the builders, and, of course I want to spin it at what's in it for them. And we talk about, okay, well, the Builder's Choice Award winner, the Bill Dodge Award of Excellence winner, is going to get $1,000 cash. And okay, that's cool. But you're also going to get a Paco hardtail frame. Wow, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to get $1,000 cash and a hardtail frame. I mean, their ears perk up a little bit more. Honestly, I think they're more interested in the frame than the cash. And then I go, and Mondo from Denver's Choppers is building us a custom one-off front end for that Paco frame, and their ears just ring. And I think, on Charlie Brown, when the teacher talks and everything's going wah, 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 yeah. I think they're so transfixed on getting that front end that they don't hear anything else that I'm saying. So, it's just awesome. I know everybody that's involved in the show knows the depth, the gravity of Mondo building us a front end. I know, everybody knows how cool that is.
Yeah.
It's not going to be lost on anybody. It's amazing what these guys can do. They're artists, they're engineers, they're just great people who give back to the community, and I'm glad that we can put all this together with Thunder by the Bay on February 19th, 20th, and 21st, and just show the world what we can do and what they're capable of.
Yeah, it's going to be benefiting Suncoast Charities for Children. We had Lucy on earlier, but Eric, any last words?
No, man, I'm just looking forward to it. I'll keep on working, keep on trucking, and let's make this the biggest thing that we can make it, and make it so successful that people aren't going to want to wait for another year. We're going to do it somewhere else at a different month, and keep the train rolling.
We need a big win in 2021. Let's do it.
We've already got the big win. We just have to show everybody that we're the winners,
Woohoo.
That's right. Sarasota Fairgrounds. That's February 19th through the 21st. It's Thunder by the Bay. It's the 23rd year. And it all helps children. Suncoast Charities for Children. Thank you, guys.
Thank everyone that joined, Lucy, Dave, Eric, and thank Ron and Debbie for being in the studio again today. And, hey, like always, as I end it, be safe, keep it in between the ditches, and we'll see you next week.
Adios.
White knuckle action all the way to the end right there, Dave.
I'm telling you, what a show. You know what this is? This is the fastest motorcycle TV on the air anywhere. That's what it is.
Anytime, any place. We'll take it.
That's right. Don't forget, borntoride.com. See everything we do. Magazines, videos, TV, radio, everything.
That's right. And it's got links to our other channels, our YouTube, Instagram, you name it. If it's social media, we're on it. And I'm telling you, 25 years worth of Born to Ride is all at your fingertips right there at your keyboard, folks. So just get on it. If you haven't become a part of our Facebook family, or you haven't, subscribed to get the little ding when we go live, make sure you do it. And we are live every week, same time, same channel, no matter where you are in the great country.
And we'll be back next week for more Born to Ride Live.
That's it, folks. You guys have a great week. Keep that rubber side down, and we will see you then. Have a great one, y'all.
See ya.